And I think LinkedIn's video feed is already better than Twitter's video feed. I think Twitter's timeline is just it is hard to be optimized for video, whereas I feel like LinkedIn's just the scrolling video tab is like already legit. And I find myself scrolling on there occasionally. Like those are like the two things that I think are going to separate LinkedIn versus Twitter. But what do you think? Do you think it's a like what do you think the future is?
I think they're good for now. I mean, Microsoft has a pretty sharp team. I think they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Um, but what do you think about these two sort of controversial LinkedIn subjects? Engagement groups and AI content. What's your feeling on both of those?
Oh my God. AI content is the freaking worst. Like the way I look at anything on socials is like I think the most important thing is differentiation. And if you're using the tools that everyone else is using to create content, it's impossible to be differentiated, right? Like it's almost impossible. So AI, all that AI content, it's great for idea generation. And like, maybe you're working on 50 things at once. You can use ChatGPT to prompt you with some ideas and like get the juices flowing. I even use that for some of my content, like idea gen. Like I'm like, okay, I have these 3 ideas, but I need 20 more and like just give them to me. And like that just gets the ball rolling because sometimes I don't have someone to brainstorm with.
Yeah.
But AI content in general, I'm a hater, absolute hater. I might be just maybe this is like me being old. I don't know. Like I hate it. And then engagement pods, I also hate. Like it's the same feeling to me as like forced networking. Like to network with someone, like you don't go to someone like, oh, I want to network with you. It's like you talk with the person. If you like the person, you get along, you stay in touch. That's networking. Engagements pods is like, I mean, I'm all for being scrappy. Like it does work. I've never been in an engagement pod. What I have been in is I've made friends with people like Buster and like Daniel Murray, Ari Murray. And it's like when they see my post on the timeline, they're gonna like it and maybe throw some love because they're my friends now. Like
Yeah,
that's
the real engagement pod is called networking and making friends.
yes, seriously.
And where it's not forced. Um, I've never been in one either, but I've heard stories where like people are asked to like some pretty ridiculous stuff that would be like damaging to their brand. Like,
Yeah.
and then if they don't do it, they get like kicked out.
Yeah,
I
I've
mean,
I've
it's
been
crazy.
I like when I first started posting on LinkedIn, like I was added to two engagement pods and I didn't even know what an engagement pod was. They're like, "Hey, we're going to make a group chat and like, we're going to throw our posts in there." I'm like, "What?" Like I didn't know what it was. And then like after a month of posting and I just saw people were spamming their posts in this group, I'm like, "Oh, I'm out of here." And
Yeah.
left. Like
Yeah,
it's weird.
I agree. Honestly, it's even more ridiculous on other platforms. Like I've heard about them on Instagram. It's like it doesn't do anything. Like what
Yeah,
are you
what is it? Share, do
doing?
they just repost everyone's stuff?
No,
Like
they just like comment.
I
Maybe
don't
this is like an older thing. I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah, it's pretty funny. I Yeah, I'm really bullish on LinkedIn. They also have like there's two things that LinkedIn has that pretty much no other platform has, which is bio under your username, as people see it on every post. It's an easy way to
yeah.
promote something. And then a subscribe button to a non-platform site.
Yeah.
No other platform does that.
Yeah.
Those are two pretty incredible differentiators where if you get a million views on a post on Twitter or Instagram, and you don't have like an elite funnel, you're basically converting nobody. Whereas on LinkedIn, pretty passively, actually, we've even seen on the hobby letter, like people do come over and check it out
Absolutely.
without even asking.
And then if you start to like just add that link to every single post, like you could post all of your posts and then maybe 20 minutes after posting, go in, edit, add your link, like to subscribe. That you'd funnel people from that as well. Like every other platform, your post would be limited reach wise if you did anything like that. One thing I do want to see LinkedIn try out because I love this so much on Instagram is like ManyChat and
Yeah.
DM automations. They are sick. And like if you want to do that on LinkedIn, to my knowledge, I haven't found any
Yeah, it's
software that
still basically manual. Yeah.
yeah, you have to be like comment this and then go manually DM. So if there was a way or someone could build a software to do some DM automation with LinkedIn, and I don't mean like DM cold outreach automation, but like a many chat style, I think that'd be super cool. But it isn't as necessary because you're right. Like you can have a button, a custom button on your profile that's seen on every post.